Hi everyone, it's my YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today, I'm going to be doing part 3 of the Collingwood game plan and tactics, and yeah, I'll do a review of what the tactics will be as well. Now, if you're returning Cats Magpies, welcome, like, comment and share. If you're new to the channel and you're watching this for the first time, like, comment, share and subscribe. Now, this is pretty simple. How I do this, so I want to talk about our game plan in another sense as well. I think tactically we're a good team. I think part of our game plan, if we add more layers and have a bit more defensive structure as well. So the way that I would do it is that and this is when it's going to come in as well. I have two tools. So Darcy Cameron, I think he's mainly a ruckman or forward, but you could potentially make that work. Now, what I would do with that is I have Brody Grundy being as a target inside 50. So when he does the ruck work and when kicking inside 50, I get Grundy inside 450 and stretch out the opposition's ruckman. Because in that way, one thing I've noticed is that we're able to lower our eyes a little bit when we go forward, and it has worked when we had Grundy push forward. Another thing too is that you want to see so that it helps out the defense. So when we're under pressure, we need to have Brody Grundy in defense taking the instant mark as well, and then we can release up the handball game, as you want to call it, and really use that kicking through the corridor. All it takes is that one kick to open up and we're away. So I think one thing that we will try and do this time is that if we can have Darcy Cameron doing the same thing, he's very good at going back in defence and taking the marks in defence as a forward ruck option. Because one thing that you want to do is you want to outwork the opposition. The more times you test out the opposition ruckman, and we look at Max Gawn, he does a good job. Jackson's another one that can do that. So when you have Jackson up forward, Gawn does the ruck work. And when you put Gawn in the forward line, Melbourne looks so much better. So it makes the defence more secured and more of a safety type on top of that. So I think how we're going to do it, I think it's really simple. We have Brody Grundy doing most of the ruck work, and then you can push Brody Grundy up forward. So when we do have it, one thing that I do want to see is the get out option. So if Marchek pushes up and Cameron pushes further up the ground, get Grundy to go straight into our forward line, take those marks, and then you'll see a much better forward line attack by us. So I think what we should do is that we should at least get set up around the ball, so that way we can improve better as a team, and we really look to make sure that we can launch inside 50. So the more that you see it, the more hard work that you get by doing that. So I think that's one thing, because Darcy Cameron can go back in defence, and I think sometimes that we do lack in concentration is that if we're against the West Coast Eagles, having Brody Grundy up in that forward line, I think against Richmond as well, I want to see him do it to the inexperienced ruckman. Now, we don't have to worry about Mumford, who has the tide. With Stephen Martin, I make him defend, and I would push back in defence to help out the defence. Also, with Stephen Martin as well, the more you run him around the ground, the more fitter that you'll get. Now, I will play Mason Cox only against the taller defence, like your West Coast Eagles, like your GWS Giants, potentially against St Kilda, because they do have a few tall defence as well, which I think it might help out for conditions like this, and just really get Cox to continue to work hard so he can, as a full rock option, do the exact same thing. The tactic that we did have is that we were able to have Cox stand on the mark, and then that worked, because that forces teams to kick a lot further than what they have to. So if we are going to do this really well, the tactics that I think that we should do is clearly have Grundy do the main rock, Cameron or Cox or Kruger, and as a second rock option, we can do that. The more marks we take in defence, the more better that we get as well. Now, we've got Darcy Moore and Jeremy Howe. They can really take intercept markers, but to help out our defence, and it's a little bit inexperienced, I reckon by having our teammates there, at least that way, it's making it harder for the opposition to really run and jump at the footy. And if we're going to be clever enough within the rules just to make it like we're going for the ball, and just really protect Grundy when he's jumping for that ball, when he's taking those intercept marks, and even Cameron as well, will make it difficult. So I think one thing that when we do this, it will work in our favour and we'll get the job done as well. So on top of that, I really got something, a gut feeling that we'll do really well next year. And I can't wait for it as well. So that's the end of the video, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, share and subscribe. Hopefully I'll be doing matchday vlogs. I can't stress that enough. I'm going to see if I can do one on Saturday for the WNBL game that I'm going to. So that would be a lot of fun. But yeah, look, I do love it. I'll try and do more content as well. Might do a couple of videos as well, doing in the AFLW competition. Really feel like we can try and get that going as well as much as possible. Still think it's going to be interesting, and I think the more that we do it, the better that we get. Well, let me know what you guys think of the tactics about Collingwood. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and thank you very much for your support. Loving each and every one of you. Until then, bye for now.